Alright, so today we're doing the Think Like a Designer. How to think like a designer.
By Joe, Mallory, Michaela, Paris, Samantha, Tyler.
Michael Bruno. So, this is our feedback slide. Feedback is important to take in and understand because it can help you make your project or work the best you can make it. It also helps you make very important decisions for your work. Here are some things to do to help you.
Let peers contribute to different ideas and projects. Use peers' feedback. Taking in new ideas, making changes when suggested.
Prior knowledge. Using prior knowledge can help you a lot to make you gain more new information and steps. It makes it easier to help you develop skills and passions on how you want these steps to be and what order they should be organized in.
Designers always changing things to make it their very best. They use prior knowledge to solve issues. Use other subjects in design.
Mindset. The mindset establishes the set of attitude held by someone. Mindset in the beginning can be divided into two different parts. The design mindset helps you solve your problems and issues. When they share ideas or think of ideas, you always jot them down so you won't forget.
Brainstorming all ideas. They use prior knowledge to solve issues. Use a step-by-step process. Checking for mistakes. Everything they look at from the designer's mindset. When they think a good idea, they jot it down. They use designing so much that they don't realize they're using it.
And this is a picture of mindset. So this is Joe and Michael Bruno's song lyrics for the film. At first, Michael and I were lost and did not know what to write about. We were just throwing out ideas about STEAM until Miss Marmion told us that we have to write lyrics following the steps in the design kit, and she got us along the way. She even helped us come up with lyrics for our song and helped us with time management and organization.
Looked up the iCarly lyrics and copied and pasted to the Google Doc. Changed all the lyrics and made it into 3 bullets that we need to go for STEAM. Then we turned them into lyrics for the song.
Animation. This is by Mallory and Tyler. Mallory and Tyler are making the animations for the music video that we have to present to explain how to think like a designer using the 3 bullets that have been assigned. This is one of the hardest things in the group because everyone except Samantha had experience. We worked together and got the animation done. Mallory and Tyler both got the animation to go along with the lyrics that Michael and Joe did for the music video. Music for the music. Samantha has been a very instructive and helpful facilitator, and she has done her job well. She's been working with different beats, sounds, and tempos on GarageBand. She also helped Joe and Michael with lyrics because she needed to be able to sing them and make sure the lyrics went with the beat. Michael and Joe shared a Google Doc with Samantha, and she would be able to view and correct anything that did not work out. Thank you.
Using natural energy. So we decided that gas is causing pollution, so we wanted to make a car that didn't use
Up next, the CTPC bot. The CTPC bot is controlled from a nearby cargo ship. A small crew will be on it, controlling the robot, which will have sensors and cameras so the captain can see.
Ditho Travaz Company, DT Tech Industries is the sponsor for the CTPC bot. The CTPC bot has extendable arms that can pick up trash on the bottom of the water. The sensors on the robot's eyes allow it to see and detect garbage. The robot's arms will pick up the trash and shove it through a tube connected to its head. The tube leads back to the cargo ship and loads it on to move. The CTPC bot will have multiple water jets built into its feet and shoulders. This way, the robot can move up and down easily and smoothly. The robot also has water jets on its chest, back, and sides so it could move all around. It's sort of like an Iron Man but an actual robot, and it can help the environment.
Like that flexible plastic that they use for like prosthetics almost. That some of it's waterproof, some of it's flexible.
Yeah.
So that the wings can like move up and down, and then the middle can be like made out of some sturdy material.
Gotcha.
Right?
we chose to do Tesla, well, we kind of had to, and because like not many museums honor Tesla, so we just decided to create a monument that would be put in this Smithsonian Museum possibly.
So our idea was to have a bronze statue of Nikola Tesla because in the Tesla coil he uses copper metal and bronze is a metal that comes from copper. So, and then he would also be taller than his actual height, so he'd be about 7 feet, 8 feet. And on his clothing, he doesn't have it there, but he'd have a bunch of pictures of patents on them. And then above him, see if you can see his hands are facing up, there'd be a Tesla coil at the top of the dome. And when the Tesla coil is turned on, his metal fingernails would go, there'd be wires connected to a light inside of him that would light up all of his patents, so you can read them as you walk around. And at the same time, theremin music is playing. The song Take On Me, I hope you guys know that song. It's a great song, because we want people to take on Tesla's legacy. There's 8 pillars because he came to the United States in 1888, and he was 28 at the time. And on the ground, there'd be quick facts about Tesla's life engraved, because you don't want to look at the ground too much, because you want to admire Tesla's inventions and such. Yeah.
So our group wanted to make the Tesla Memorial where people would remember it, and it would make people maybe learn more information about Tesla and learn more about his life.
Okay. Well, the theremin is going to be played when we turn on the Tesla coil, right? Yeah. And yeah, the song Take On Me and everything. And also, as you can see, this thing right here, it's supposed to be a pigeon, doesn't look like a pigeon, obviously. Yeah. And it expresses his love for pigeons. He loves a pigeon like a man loves a woman. I had to say that. Yeah. Oh wait. And then this was our sketch with like the measurements and everything. Yeah. Fancy. I know. Okay. And then that's it.
Alright, so this is our Tesla Memorial project. We had to design a memorial for Nikola Tesla, which showed his contributions to the electric age and honor him. This is our model, and then we'll talk about it.
So what we had to do was we had to design a memorial that includes the theremin, and we had to show the importance of Tesla. So we included on our model, we had like the radio, because that was a big thing about him, and the Tesla coil, and the flags, which shows where he was from and where he traveled. So we started brainstorming about like what we want to have in our model. So like we included the Tesla coil, the radio, and him himself holding the electricity. And we wanted to have his inventions around him, so it could show like the importance and like the order of his invention. And we didn't want to do a timeline because we just think it's too basic, and we wanted to make it more interesting. So when you walk around it, it's gonna be more like interesting and informative.
Okay, so the idea we had was to make a 3D design, which this is, and then we incorporated the Tesla coil itself, the radio, and then the water-powered boat that he made in 1904. And then this, the Serbian and Croatian flag, because they both presented him as a person, because at one point they were together. And then, you know, his arm got busted over here, so we make another one. So this would be an AC current rod, and this would be a lightning.
So this is our sketches and scale model. So when we did our sketches, we had to see what we were doing. So we did one sketch with 2 flags, and then we did with the other sketch, we put another flag, so we wanted to know what we're going to do. And then for the scale model, that took really long to do, put the scales, the numbers on each side to see what it was. Yeah, measuring. And then this is what it came out as. That was our final design with the 2 flags on top.
adjust that a little bit.
Just a little bit, added the RC on the side, and then logo.
And then this is this, but in a bigger picture. So this is a boat with that's supposed to be the American flag. It was better on the thing. And that's supposed to be him coming over to America.
Yep.
And then that's supposed to be a wire, of course, and then electricity. And so we also had some other thing where it was like next to it, and it was like showing that he made remote control, which was like, yeah, little 2 RC cars that you could race.
It was like a tank, a glass tank on the side.
And then that's just.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and this is our Tesla Memorial Project. I worked on this project with Joe, Gary, and Paris Mia. Have you ever heard of or seen a Tesla Memorial? I haven't, and I'm sure most people haven't either. That's why our challenge was to design a memorial dedicated to Tesla. My group wanted our memorial to be interactive, so we decided to have the path where you walk in be a timeline of Tesla's life on one wall. The wall on the other side would be a path of different Tesla inventions. To make our memorial even more interactive and engaging, the center of the room would have multiple tables with different Tesla inventions that you can pick up and hold. Finally, at the end of the room, there would be a life-size wax figure of Nikola Tesla himself. Next to him would be an even bigger Tesla coil. Now you've reached the end of our memorial, but I'm sure you're wondering, how did they get to the final product? Well, we started off brainstorming all of the possible ideas that we had. We gathered around a table and we all shared the ideas we had. When we came up with good ideas, we would sketch them out on paper. To record all of this, we videoed ourselves on Seesaw. After we had a good idea of what we wanted to do, we gave each other jobs so that we could get the project done on time. One of the things we had to have was a scale model and sketch of our memorial. So, one of the first things we did was make a scale to use for our model and sketches. We decided that our scale would be every 10 millimeters equals 1 foot in real life. After drawing our scale sketches, we immediately started building our 3D model. We split up the work, and some people worked on making the 3D model, and some people worked on designing the 3D Tinkercad versions. This was probably the hardest part of the whole thing, because we had to make sure the scale matched up with the models. After finishing our models, we realized that we still had one more thing left to do. Our memorials had to include theremin music. So, we took piano rolls from SoundCloud and made them into theremin sounds, and they will be playing throughout the whole memorial. There wasn't much for us to change in our design, except for some little things involving the 3D scale models. So, that's how we got to our final product. I hope you enjoyed listening to our ideas and hearing the process of us getting from the start to the finish. Thanks, bye.
We created a Tesla memorial, and to scale it is 10 feet tall, 25 feet long. And when you walk inside through these 2 doors, there's one table on this side, on the right side, and another table on the left side. In the middle, there are 4 tables with inventions from Tesla that you can actually use with your hand, like hands-on. Then on the right side, as you can see, it's a timeline of Tesla, his life and where he was from. And then on the left side, it was his most greatest inventions and accomplishments that he did.
So when we were designing it, we first started by brainstorming all the ideas we had. And when we all got together, we decided we wanted to make a room. We didn't have to make a room, but we wanted to. And then after that, we started making sketches. Yeah. We started drawing sketches of our ideas, and then after that, we had to figure out a scale that we would use for our model.
So, with Mr. Martin, as we used the scale, we scaled it for the 3D print. So as we figured how tall and how wide it was supposed to be, so it would fit in the box as well as it would fit in the room.
Alright, so we used Tinkercad to make a Tesla coil and Nikola Tesla himself. It was a hard process because we used our common knowledge from computers to make these.
So the reason we have the Tesla coil here is because we find that that's definitely the most popular invention that everyone knows, and you remember when Samuel even brought it to a miniature one to the school, and he showed us how it worked, and then Alright, so in music class, for another part of the Tesla project, we did a project with a theremin on Google Doodle where we're on Google where you can when you move your mouse it would play the different notes of the theremin. And what the theremin was, it was I don't know how you explain it, was this instrument where you could Clara Rockmore was the person who used it, and she would use it without actually touching it. It was when she would move her hand higher towards it, but wasn't actually touching it, it would play a higher note. So what we did, we went into the Soundtrap and we took notes from the piano, and then we made a beat in Soundtrap, like a song, and then we went over to the Google Doodle with the theremin, and then we played the song on that.
So basically, our theremin music is going to play throughout the whole memorial, and it's going to get louder as you get to the end where Tesla and the Tesla coil are, to create a powerful effect. And when we were creating this, we didn't have many changes to do at the end. The only problems we had were figuring out the scale, because sometimes the scale didn't match up, so we had to figure out different measurements for things. Yeah, that's it.